the federal government is considering empowering flood-prone communities to manage their own safety as part of measures to addressing the growing threat of flood-related disasters across the country. Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima will disclose this on amount of preparedness will produce tangible results if communities are not empowered to take charge of their safety. Speaking on Monday in Abuja during the 2025 International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction (IDDRR), Senator Shettima noted that while resilience cannot be guaranteed by government alone, it is reflected in how cities are planned, how businesses protect their workers, and how communities share information and look out for each other. Accordingly, he demanded strong partnership with private sector, saying the sector earlier. The governor of Nasarawa State, Alhaji Daud Lawal, commended the commitment of stakeholders led by the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to strengthen Nigeria's disaster management framework through the launch of the 5-year strategic plan. He called on stakeholders to deepen collaboration in building a safer and more resilient country, while proposing the adoption of a public-private partnership model in funding disaster management in Nigeria. Minister of State for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Honorable Yusuf Tanko Sunono, said Nigeria, like other countries, has suffered from natural and human disasters, necessitating the current stakeholders meeting aimed at developing a comprehensive approach to addressing these disasters. For her part, the Director General of NEMA, RGS Boyda Umar, said the commemoration of the 2025 International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction represents a defining moment in Nigeria's national commitment to building resilience and demanding for a more proactive and better financed disaster resilience framework.
Commitment alone is not enough. We must match our words with action and our policies with funding. To fund resilience is to invest in drainage systems, not relief camps. To build stronger schools and hospitals, not temporary shelters. To support farmers with climate-smart tools, not just food aid after floods. And to train and equip our first responders before the sirens start to wail. This is the shift we must make from reacting to crises to anticipating and preventing them.
A fund capitalized by the federal seat, funding liberate private sector, development partners, and civil society in order to ensure transparency, efficiency, and a very, very meaningful impact. Coming to my own state in Zamfara State, we face many disasters and emergency situations, both natural and man-made, such as insecurity, fires, displacement, mining shaft collapse, flood, other negative changes, effect, and so on and so forth.
Equally important is the dialogue around innovative financing, exploring instruments such as catastrophe bonds, insurance pools, climate funds, and blended finance models that can sustain risk reduction efforts at scale. Let me at this point specially acknowledge His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, whose visionary leadership and steadfast support have been pivotal to the reforms and renewed energy we're witnessing in the National Emergency Management Agency.
For this summit today is very timely, is very important, because nobody prays for disaster, and nobody can also say when it will come and when it will not come. But what matters most is that every society has its own ways, either natural or artificial disaster. But you must put all the machineries in place. For NEMA, for this past period of the rainy season, I can tell you that as a chairman, I can give credit to NEMA for doing a very effective job across the board.
Let me commend the Director General of NEMA for convening this stakeholders' engagement. It is very timely and apt. And on behalf of the Senate, we wish to state categorically that we will continue to support NEMA by creating an enabling environment for her to work effectively.
In 2025 alone, heavy rainfall across 25 states in Nigeria has caused devastating floods. leading to over 230 deaths, 681 injuries, and displacing over 121,000 people. Now, this number is comparable to the population of Andorra, Liechtenstein, and Monaco combined. The reason I have made this comparison is that disaster risks, if not mitigated, can wipe out a whole nation overnight.